single day.
Last night at approximately 8:45 p.m., Deputy Christopher Taylor had conducted a traffic stop on I-75 near Jones Loop Road in Punta Gorda. Deputy Taylor was outside of his vehicle speaking with the driver of the stopped car. At the time, another vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed struck the patrol car, which subsequently hit Deputy Taylor. He was transported as a trauma alert to Shore Point Hospital, Punta Gorda, where he succumbed to his injuries. Florida Highway Patrol is handling the investigation of the crash. They placed the driver of the vehicle, 30-year-old Cassandra Diane Smith, under arrest on suspicion of DUI and transported her to the Charlotte County Jail. She is facing charges of DUI manslaughter. This is Smith's second arrest for DUI, and she just completed her probation in August. Deputy Taylor joined the agency in August of 2021 and was officially sworn in on February 14, 2022. In his little under a year of service to Charlotte County, Chris exemplified the core values of the CCSO: integrity, professionalism, and trust. He just celebrated his 23rd birthday on Saturday. Losing a deputy, a member of our family, is unspeakably difficult for the office. Chris may have been an only child, but there are countless brothers and sisters, many right here in the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, who mourn him. The passing of such a promising and kind young man is a tremendous loss for Charlotte County and all the world. Always remember and never forget, Deputy Christopher Taylor, badge number 3624, end of watch 11/22/22. Thank you for your service. May he rest in peace in God's glory. Thank you.
Right now, deputies are starting their night without one of their brothers. Deputy Christopher Taylor was killed in the line of duty.
The 23-year-old Charlotte County deputy was conducting a traffic stop last night when the driver of a Jeep, 30-year-old Cassandra Smith, lost control, crossed 3 lanes of traffic, and hit the deputy's cruiser, which then hit the deputy.
And Deputy Taylor died at Shore Point Health in Punta Gorda Hospital. His co-workers waited outside the hospital, hoping for better news. But instead, today, inch by inch and tier by tier, the flag outside the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office was lowered to half staff.
The Night Beat's Justin Kasey is live there. Justin, it's been an emotional day.
A very emotional day here at the memorial. Lots of tears, lots of hugs. In fact, my photographer and I, we ran to the gas station a short time ago. When we came back, we saw more flowers sitting on the hood of this memorial cruiser, honoring the life of Deputy Christopher Taylor. Now, we saw lots of first responders, including from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, come out here to pay their respects. And this is a moment that still does not feel real for the people who loved him. 23 years old and so much life left to live.
He's always wanted a family and stuff. I feel bad he doesn't get that opportunity now.
Loved ones spent the day before Thanksgiving mourning the loss of Deputy Christopher Taylor, who was killed in the line of duty.
I know he just got started in the force, and it was something he wanted to do his whole life.
Investigators say this woman, 30-year-old Cassandra Smith from Massachusetts, is responsible. They say she was driving under the influence Tuesday evening when she swerved across 3 lanes on 75, hitting Deputy Taylor's cruiser, pushing it into him while he had a car pulled over.
It can happen, but you wouldn't think that it would happen to someone you know, I guess. So, yeah, still in shock.
First responders who visited the memorial were too shaken up to speak on camera, but described him as a gentle giant, someone who was caring and thoughtful. His friend Kasey Spire said he loved fishing and line dancing.
He just always put people first. He had a caring heart.
And I spoke with a local EMT out here at the memorial tonight. He told me he served overseas, and when he was serving, he had a friend who was killed in action on Christmas Eve. He told me that holiday was never the same, and now he thinks that this holiday, Thanksgiving, will never be the same. He will always feel the pain of the loss of Deputy Christopher Taylor. Now, as for Cassandra Smith, she will have her first appearance tomorrow morning, and Wink News will be there. Live on the Night Beat, Justin Kasey, Wink News.
On top of some breaking news right now in Charlotte County, where the Sheriff's Office says a deputy was hit during a traffic stop overnight. Now, we have team coverage of this developing situation. Right now, Fox 4 Morning News anchor Chris Shaw is live at Shore Point Health in Punta Gorda, where sadly that deputy died early this morning. Chris?
And Lisa, this is breaking news, so we're getting developments as the morning goes along, new details every hour or so. And within the last 10 minutes or so, we got an update from FHP about an arrest in this case. A woman has been arrested for DUI manslaughter. Here's what we know about the situation. That deputy was air flighted here to Shore Point, Punta Gorda, and this is unfortunately where the deputy was pronounced dead. I want to show you some video of I-75 because that's where this crash happened, in northbound lanes just north of North Jones Loop Road. So this is where it happened. Now, this is the new information from FHP. They say the deputy had pulled over a 29-year-old man on the shoulder of the interstate. FHP investigators say both cars were parked properly for that pullover. Now, they say a 30-year-old woman from Lakeville, Massachusetts, was traveling northbound on I-75, lost control of her Jeep, and slammed into the back of the deputy's cruiser. That cruiser went forward and hit both the deputy and the man he pulled over, who were standing outside the vehicle, and more or less pinned them between the deputy's cruiser and the man's car. Now, the deputy was trauma alerted to Shore Point, Punta Gorda, and this is where he passed away. Again, the woman, that 30-year-old woman from Massachusetts, is now charged with DUI manslaughter. That is the newest information we have on this case, but we do expect more details to come out as the morning goes on. As I said, this is a breaking situation, so we don't have a lot of details yet about the deputy. We do know that about 4 hours ago, the sheriff put out a video that said not all of the deputy's family members have been notified about this tragedy yet, so they are holding off on releasing his name at this point. We do expect to hear from the sheriff a little later today and get more details about exactly what happened here. But again, the newest information we have within the last 12 minutes or so is that a woman has been arrested with DUI manslaughter in the death of a Charlotte County deputy.
His poor family is getting the worst news of their life today.
A Charlotte County deputy hit and killed during a traffic stop.
He just celebrated his 23rd birthday on Saturday. Losing a deputy, a member of our family, is unspeakably difficult for the office.
The sheriff says a woman, drunk behind the wheel, ran over the 23-year-old deputy on the interstate.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Tonight we hear from a good Samaritan who stopped to help, comforting the dying deputy during his final moments.
The passing of such a promising and kind young man is a tremendous loss for Charlotte County and all the world. Always remember and never forget Deputy Christopher Taylor, badge number 3624. End of watch 11/22/22.
Christopher Taylor grew up in Cape Coral. He was an only child, engaged to be married, and sworn in as a deputy in only February. Tonight, his family is spending Christmas Eve in mourning. Good evening, I'm Kelly Burns.
And I'm Peter Bush. NBC2's Samantha Serban is live on I-75 near the last exit before the Peace River. That's where Deputy Taylor was killed last night. And Samantha, you talked with a woman who held his hand as another deputy gave him CPR.
Peter, it's absolutely heartbreaking to hear Kendra Barabee recount what happened right here on I-75 last night. She says she pulled over because she didn't see an ambulance, and that decision has now changed her life forever. Looking at this video, you see deputies everywhere, but when Kendra Barabee pulled up, she was one of the first to get to Deputy Christopher Taylor's side. I stopped, I got out of my car. My mom said that she was behind me, and she said that the deputy and I were running up at the same time. 23-year-old Deputy Taylor was lying on the ground. Troopers say a drunk driver hit him on I-75 near the Highway 17 exit. He was parked behind another car at the time. Barabee held Deputy Taylor's hand and his feet while another deputy did CPR. I didn't even know what I was saying, but we were just praying and praying, and then one of the deputies asked if anybody knew the Lord's Prayer, and so then my mom started saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Barabee says it wasn't until later she noticed the driver, Cassandra Smith, stumbling around. And she was walking like this, and she was just walking around, and she just kept saying, I think I hit him, I think I ran him over, I think I hit him. The pain she caused will be around for a long time. It was just, I mean, it was absolutely terrible, and his poor family is getting the worst news of their life today. Kendra tells me the reason she pulled over to help is because someone did that for her brother who died in a car crash last year. She says knowing someone was there holding on to him in his final moments on Earth meant the world to her family, and she hopes she's able to give Deputy Taylor's family some peace knowing someone was with him last night. I'm live and local in Charlotte County. Samantha Serban, NBC2.
Investigators say Cassandra Smith from Massachusetts was drunk when she hit and killed Deputy Taylor. Here she is, smiling in her mugshot. The Charlotte County Sheriff says Smith finished serving probation for another DUI only a few months ago. Our team coverage continues tonight with NBC2's Joshua Cole live outside the Charlotte County Jail.
Yeah, Peter, when you look at a mugshot like that, that's not what you expect for someone who just finished probation. But this is the second time that Cassandra Smith is now facing DUI charges, this time for DUI manslaughter. She's here at the Charlotte County Jail right now. Now, again, that crash killed Deputy Taylor. Listen to what the sheriff told us about these charges.
This is Smith's second arrest for DUI, and she just completed her probation in August.
Sheriff Prummell told us that Cassandra Smith just completed probation for her arrest back in 2021. We found the court papers from that arrest that said that the Massachusetts woman pleaded guilty to that DUI that happened in Palm Beach County. Now, at the time of the arrest, she was driving 95 miles an hour in a 55, according to those court documents. Now, last night, when the crash happened with Deputy Taylor, now, the sheriff's office said that Smith was actually the one who initially called 911. Now, Florida Highway Patrol is investigating the crash right now. They have not said how fast she was driving, though they did say she was speeding in this crash here, or even what her blood alcohol level came to. And we don't know what it was by the time she got here to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. But that is what they do suspect, that she was driving drunk last night. She is expected to be making her first court appearance here from jail tomorrow morning, Thanksgiving Day. And of course, count on NBC2 to bring you the latest from that court appearance, and we'll tell you what she could be facing going forward. For right now, we're local for you in Punta Gorda at the Charlotte County Jail. I'm Joshua Cole, NBC2.
All right, Josh.